Hi, my name's Ian Swanston and welcome to Closers. Lead generation in business-to-business sales is a topic that usually ends up in finger pointing and a verbal bun fight between the people in sales and those in marketing. No sales leads or even poor quality sales leads usually means no sales, so surely this needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. Not only do no sales leads result in reduced sales, they can also lead to your best salespeople leaving the business. Many business leaders see this as a contradiction, as they expected the salespeople to create their own leads, and if they don't, are only too happy for them to leave. Alternately, if the business has some form of sales channel, partners, value-added resellers, distributors, or a dealer network, then they expect those to generate their own leads, and they may even fire them if they fail to sell enough. Either way, lead generation is broken in most companies, and typically that's down to ownership. The first scenario is sales have ownership of lead generation. Unfortunately, not all good salespeople can prospect, and even when the good salespeople do generate leads, they will quickly run off to close them and then stop prospecting. This creates peaks and troughs in their performance and their sales figures. Salespeople who have all the responsibility for generating leads also typically leave the organisation after 6 to 8 months from burnout, which can then create further problems. The second scenario is marketing of ownership of lead generation. Whilst there's nothing wrong with inbound marketing, you should never have all your eggs in one basket. Furthermore, as we've written before, the drive for content marketing has reduced leads of people who are looking for how-to versus people who are actively looking to buy solutions. Marketing is by its nature reactive in that salespeople have to then wait on the phone ringing or the website inquiry. Lead generation is a proactive contact with highly targeted prospects, which is not what marketeers do naturally. Lastly, sometimes ownership of lead generation falls to an outsourced telemarketing type agency. They are typically driven by the quantity of meetings, not the quality of meetings confirmed, and hence you'll find that the real ROI is therefore limited. Furthermore, unless they're on some type of long-term retainer, they cannot invest the time and money in product and domain knowledge to be as effective as any in-house team. They will always have a lower qualification criteria, and salespeople hate this because these leads then become a distraction and a waste of their time. So what's the answer? Well, firstly, we need to do things differently, and the starting point is separating lead generation from sales and marketing. Lead generation is a separate skill and role that requires 100% focus. Salespeople will always default to selling rather than prospecting, and marketing people will always default to marketing. Lead generation is a full-time role and needs 100% focus rather than being part of another job. If you're watching this and still not convinced, then check out the book Predictable Revenue by Aaron Ross of Salesforce.com, which gives a great practical example of how this works. If you talk this through with sales and marketing, you may well be given 100 reasons this cannot be done, and if you listen, your lead generation will continue as is. Lead generation needs to become a little bit more fashionable and given a much higher priority and a willingness to spend time and money on it to do it professionally. Until we get there, we will always do what we've always done and we'll always get what we've always got. Inconsistently, poorly qualified, low numbers of new business leads. My name's Ian Swanston, thank you for listening and please subscribe to our channel.